Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the Jewels Royale Collection from the brand China Glaze for holiday 2021. These are available right now, so in the description box I will link the China Glaze site, I will link their Instagram page, and then I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. So we do have 8 festive colors to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Glistening Pearls, and this is a very soft peachy pink with a blue shimmer and iridescent flakes. So here's our first coat of Glistening Pearls. This one is very sheer here on this first coat. The formula is wonderful to work with though, very smooth and easy to apply. I personally like this one in just one coat all on its own, very beautiful. This one is going to dry to a more dull finish, so I do recommend going in for top coat. It'll also help protect your manicure and keep it lasting a little bit longer. I'm going to show you what 3 coats looks like today just to build it up to 100% full opacity if that's your preferred way of wearing this. But like I said, I do really like this one in just one coat. But there is Glistening Pearls. Up next we have Ruby Riches, and this one is like a mulberry base color, and it's got this reddy pink to orange shifty shimmer. So here's our first coat of Ruby Riches. This one is also a little bit sheer here on this first coat, but again, it does have a very smooth formula to work with. It doesn't feel too thick or too thin. It's not running down the side of my nails or anything of that sort. This one is going to deepen up with each coat that you add. It is going to change the color significantly. I did stop at 2 coats, but if you want an even richer finish on this one, you might want to go in for that 3rd. I do recommend top coat even though it does dry decently glossy all on its own. It'll help, again, protect your manicure and removal's easy, so there are 2 coats. Up next we have 24K Noir, and this one is a deeper like swampy green with this bright gold shimmer. Here's our first coat of 24 Karat Noir, and this one is definitely my top pick of the collection. It doesn't scream holiday to me, and it doesn't scream, you know, Christmas or anything of that sort. It's actually says more Halloween to me, but I think it's very beautiful. It reminds me of a Halloween polish that they had a few years ago, and I really, really love that. I did do 2 coats here. I do think 3rd would have benefited this one a little bit. Removal's easy and it dries glossy. Next we have Emerald Magic, and this one is an emerald green base, and it's got this very beautiful kind of purpley pink to goldy looking shimmer. Here's our first coat of Emerald Magic. This one is another top pick of the collection for me, but 24 Karat Noir definitely had my heart this go around. This one is a little bit streaky and sheer on this first coat, but this was also like the 40th polish that I swatched this day, so I did have some cuticle oil on, and that's not even an exaggeration. This was like number 40. So I did have some cuticle oil on, so that definitely affected application on this one. It does apply nicely. I did do 3 coats just to cover up any of my unevenness that I had. This one also dries glossy just like everything else, and it will be easy to remove. So there are 3 coats of Emerald Magic. Up next we have Stay Frosted, and this one is a lighter frosty blue. Here's our first coat of Stay Frosted. I did forget to mention in the bottle shots, this one does dry to a matte finish, so it is on the thicker side as far as formulas go. You are going to have to manipulate it a little bit to get an even application on this one so it dries evenly. This one does have some brush strokes through it as it's wet, but once it dries to that matte finish, all of those should be gone. I didn't have quite enough, so I did reach back in, but you do kind of want to work quickly with these. It does dry matte. If you don't love that, you can add top coat, and removal's easy. Up next we have Sapphired Up, and this one is a sapphire blue with this bright blue to darker bluey purple shimmer. Here's our first coat of Sapphired Up. This one does cover decently well here on this first coat. Not totally even, not totally opaque, so it does need to be built up. This is another one that I did 2 coats for, and I was happy with coverage, though I think a 3rd coat
may benefit this one if you're going for a super rich saturated look on the nail, but I was happy and my nail line was covered at 2 coats on this one. Again, it does dry decently glossy, and again, removal is relatively easy. So there are 2 coats of Sapphired Up.
Up next we have Spoil Me Royal, and this one is a grape purple with a bright shimmer.
Here's our first coat of Spoil Me Royal. This one does cover pretty well here on this first coat, not totally opaque, so I am going to build it up, but I did do 2 coats for this one, and I think pretty well across the board this one would be a 2-coater for most. I did have a couple brush strokes through this shimmer while it was wet. Those did all go away as it dried. This will also dry decently glossy all on its own. A top coat will help protect your manicure and last a little bit longer, and removal is easy, but there are 2 coats.
And lastly for today we have Ice and Bubbles, and this is a champagne with champagne holographic glitter.
And here's our first coat of Ice and Bubbles. This one you could, in theory, double as a topper, but I do really like the look of this one on its own. I think it would make a stunning New Year's Eve manicure if you're going to a party or something of that sort. Very blingy, very reflective, and loud on the nails. I did do 3 coats for full coverage on this one. I do think I could have gotten away with 2 if I wasn't being super picky. This one is going to dry super textured, so I do recommend a thicker glitter-eating glossy top coat, and removal will be difficult, but there are 3 coats of Ice and Bubbles.
And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.